Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years. Now we're doing this for 14 years, dental practice brokerage. Today's topic, a rare exception. General dentist sells their patient records charts far, far, far below market value. This is an interesting story. But before we get into that, as you know, we have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants. And we're now available in 24 states. Just opened up Ohio, Alabama, and Louisiana. Just got back from Louisiana. Woo, is it hot down there? And no ocean. So, glad to be back at the Jersey Shore. We're open 363 days a year. The phone rings. Whether we're traveling or only in Australia, the Pacific, the phone is answered. I just gave a seminar in January of 24, and I was in Australia on a cruise ship. So I was doing emails twice a day, and my staff had my phone. So we answered that phone. I believe that's what makes us different. Plus the fact, if you're selling a practice over $1 million, we will reimburse seller legal fees upon successful closing. Now, getting into it. So we're available to you. Our phone number is 201-663-0935. Our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. Everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes, not legal advice. So, if you're also thinking about selling to DSO, remember, we know who the best ones are. We're independent of them, and we'll try to bring the best companies in. They'll often pay our commission, so there's no commission to you under most circumstances when you're selling to a DSO. And also, if you do work with us and your practice is selling price over $1 million, we will reimburse seller legal fees upon successful closing. We think we're the only brokers in the country that do that. Now, this is an interesting story. This is a true story too. This is breaking. This is new. It just happened last week. I was in an advisory capacity, so I wasn't marketing the practice. So I didn't have it on the market. I wasn't selling the practice. I was basically an outside consultant, okay? Scenario is this. Dentist sells a record sale, super low price. And it was a good practice too. And you're wondering, why would anybody sell a practice this low? And does this set a precedent? No, it doesn't set a precedent. It's just a rare exception, but it does happen on rare occasions. You know, sometimes you can get a fantastic deal if you've been looking and things happen and you know your numbers and you've had your professionals look it over and get a second opinion. It could be an incredible deal. Occasionally, it generally doesn't happen like this, but it might happen. And when it happens, you move on it with light speed. All right, now, the scenario is this. The space the doctor was in was being demolished. They were sort of at the end of their lease. The space is being demolished to make way for, I think, a hotel or something. And there were not many tenants left in the building, professional building. So the doctor wanted out. Very successful career, grossing like somewhere between 500 and 700, I think the numbers were. And they just wanted out. They had enough, ready to retire. The lease is running out, could not rebuild, could not renew the lease. There was no lease to be found. So there had to be a record sale to someone in the general area. At first, the doctor did so well and financially so comfortable, didn't need the value of the practice for their retirement. So that doctor was going to close up. I said, do not close the office up. under any circumstances, you shut it down. You're going to have a nightmare because you got to handle all those patients for the next 7 years. You're the custodian of the records. They're going to want copies of the records. And you don't know, those patients are going to scatter. When they scatter, they could go to, somebody that is not supportive of your dental work, which I'm sure was great, but they don't know the circumstances, like a perio patient you've been referring out, and they haven't gone to the periodontist, and you've just done palliative care. And the new dentist is accusing you of malpractice because you didn't make them alert to your their periodontal problems. So you really want to put the patients in good hands first and foremost. It's so important, and you'll feel better too. So the doctor was really ready to walk away. I said, don't do it. And fortunately, they didn't. But they wound up selling the practice, and I wasn't marketing this practice. This is a GP practice, PPO, fee for service, a good, very solid practice, solid hygiene, solid staff. They wound up, they're looking at an offer of like 8% of gross. 8. Now, the lowest I ever sold a record sale, the lowest, and the doctor didn't come along with the records, right in the middle of COVID. I sold it for 19% of gross. The seller said, I'm not spending a minute, because they didn't want to work again, didn't want to be in a patient's mouth, that's for sure, because in the middle of COVID. I sold that for 19%. Of course, had it on the open market and such. But this deal, I never marketed it, and I told my friend, he got some lab guy or some, supply guy or somebody who knew somebody, and it was never put out on the open market. Doctor knew they can get a lot more money, but they didn't care. They were ready to close up, and they had more than enough money for retiring for many years. Could live to over 100. That's how much money they had. So they didn't care. They just said, okay, I want the right person that's going to buy the records. And they met somebody that they felt comfortable with. They felt comfortable with them, and they said, I'll sell it to them. And it's winding up being sold for about 8% of gross. I told them, you're just giving your money away, but if you're comfortable with the people, hey, what does it matter? Just get it sold. So that's what happened. It's being sold for that thing. It was a great opportunity for all. And I think now it's going to be something that is going to work out really nice for both parties. Doctor's happy, the buyers are happy, everybody's happy. So let's see what happens. See if the deal goes through. But this doesn't mean that this is a new precedent because it's selling for 8%, therefore the new market's 8%. No, this was an anomaly, and that's it. All right, team. Have a great time out there. It is a fun day, whether you're hiking in the mountains or you're at the beach. I want you to have fun today. Have fun every day. I'm dealing with so many disabilities. It's twice a month from all around the countries I get the calls. You wouldn't believe the problems, the trauma, the premature death. It's just like, you don't want to know about it. You do want to know about it. You better sell your practice, what you should do. But it does happen, and it's very sad. Very sad. It makes you appreciate things. That's why I say have fun every day. I certainly do. I hope you do. All right? Okay, team. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.